Hello, my Capricorns. Welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me today for our reading. I really appreciate y'all for being here, whether you're new or returning. And if you're new, hey, my name is Jeanette. Okay, let's jump on in, you guys. Hopefully, everything is great with you, my friends. Sure hope you're well. Oh, do keep in mind, as always, messages are general. Not everything is going to resonate for everybody. Do only take what fits for you and leave the rest behind. As you always hear, time, energy, gender, all of these things are fluid in tarot. I could be reading your energy, someone around you, or someone that you're energetically attached to. Here, Cap, so keep that in mind as well. Yeah, what else? What else? Oh, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on these. So, yeah, if this happens to not resonate for you, or if you need further clarification, feel free to check out your other placements videos. Cross of truth today for this. We're going to go ahead and pull out the whole spread, and then we're going to talk about it, love. So feel free to skip ahead if you'd like. Okay, so what's going on with my basis of situation for Capricorns? We have for you, Three of Swords in reverse. It's good it's in reverse. Desires here. Capricorn, your desires. Empress in reverse. Interesting. Okay. All right. What's working for Capricorn in this situation? Death card. Okay. Okay. And what's working against Capricorn? The World card. You got a lot of majors here, darling. What's the outcome for the situation? Outcome for Capricorns. Page of Cups reversed. Okay, Capricorns, let's talk about it. Three of Swords here in reverse. Well, the Three of Swords is a heartbreak. I do feel you trying to shake something here, Cap, but it was very painful, or it's ongoingly still painful, even though we're trying to get over something. The Three of Swords could be betrayal, third party energy. Something here maybe was not giving, or something was taken from you. Tell me more, please, about the Three of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords reversed with the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I heard someone younger. So for some of you, something was taken from you by someone who is younger. Do take all of these messages again as they resonate. There could have also been some sort of sneaky plan here, or some sort of vigilant plan. For some of you, right? I do feel that that's past energy because we're trying to come out of this. I feel you're holding a very heavy heart or Capricorn that you're not speaking on. Aquarian energy with this night specifically for me, right? But can be Libra or Gemini as well. This is fighting or just going cold on somebody. I feel you're not telling anyone, I want to say anyone, about how heavy your heart is right now. Even if something wasn't taken from you, right? Even if you're a category of people just trying to hear Capricorns shake off the old, pull yourself out of a funk. I feel there's a very heavy heart here, and I do believe it belongs to you. Now, it could have something to do with a fight between you and somebody. Could have been caused by third party energy, right? All of that is still valid for some. Again, take these as they flow for you, but I feel like you're not speaking about how much something hurts right now, Capricorn. Okay, in your desires, this is weird. We have the Empress in reverse. Now, Empress is motherly energy. You could be not, you could be desiring to not be involved in a relationship with your mother. Maybe you don't want to be a mother. Maybe some of you do want to be a mother and it's just not happening for you. Okay, again, take all these messages as they fit, but Empress is lack of abundance. I feel you're not taking care of yourself. That's what that is. You're not taking care of yourself, Capricorn, but this is lying in your desires. Do you just take care of everyone else all the time until it sucks from you? You're left here in some way or another very heavy-hearted. Tell me more here, please, Spirit, about the Empress in reverse. Capricorn's desires. You may, for some, desire to cut off a connection with your baby's mom, baby's daddy. No gender in tarot could be, we're just looking at feminine energy here, right? So you could be looking to cut off a relationship with an ex-spouse, partner, baby mama, baby daddy drama kind of thing. A relationship with your own mother. Or for some of you, you are the mother here in a situation in some way. And there could very well be children involved with page, right? Okay. So Hierophant here. See, we've got a lot of majors, darling. Whatever you're going through, it's really heavy right now. This is really heavy. With the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Oh, yes, and Taurus and Libra and the Empress as well. Thank you, Spirit. There's commitments on the table. I feel that you're putting yourself on the back burner here, Cap, to take care of everyone else and their commitments, and you're becoming very heavy-hearted. Or if you were recently fighting with a spouse because, or a partner, there's some sort of partnership and they did you wrong or dirty in some way, it's like this commitment has taken from you or left you depleted in some sort of way. Hmm. Could also be a belief system here in relation to this, right? How do you see, if you're the Empress in reverse here, how do you see yourself? If you're not taking care of yourself, is that fueling how you view yourself? Here, maybe you're putting everyone else ahead of you, every other commitment ahead of you, but you can't produce the results you want to see because you're not fostering your own, right? It's like all the water is going to other people. You need food and water too, baby. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Tower in reverse. For some, you're trying to avoid a disaster. You might be trying to hang on to a commitment, even if they've hurt you, or even if there's definitely some form of stonewalling here. And whether it's you or the other person. But I also feel like you don't want to burden people. You don't want to burden people here that you love, Capricorn, with your thoughts and feelings on things, especially if they're old. I feel like you are holding yourself to a certain standard of like, I'm stronger than that. I can hold it for everybody. But it's just chipping away at you, love, okay? Death card here, working in your favor. The ending of something. The ending of something. Something here needs to transform. We need to have a restart or a rebirth of some kind. But before that comes the acceptance of that which has died. Right? So if this is an old relationship and we're still holding feelings or we are heavy-hearted, that may be here what needs to transform. For others of you, getting things off your chest, holding back, that needs to transform. That behavior needs to die. So this is going to be very different for everybody, right? I really don't feel like you're prioritizing yourself at all. Working in your favor here, Death card. Tell me more, please, Spirit, about Death card what's working in Capricorn's favor right now. Being able to accept with that Tower card in reverse, being able to accept that maybe something has changed. The production of something has changed. The function of something has changed. The status of something has changed for some, okay? Or we're looking to gain a certain level of status or something, but we need to water our own garden here, baby. Tell me more, please, Spirit, about Death card for Capricorns. Something needs to die here. You may be holding on to very high expectations of either yourself or others, Capricorn. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, something is not working here. Could be in a group, right? But he is pretty solo in this deck and in this card. I do appreciate this version. Um, Because for some, this could be very internal. You may be holding on to a lot of pain, personal guilt, confusion, whatever it is, it's burdening you and it's hurting you and it's really slowing you down. Again with the third party energy here, Cap. So for some, that's very much still prominent. But there's maybe been a transformation of a dynamic as well that we're not willing to accept just yet, or somebody is unable to see. And so it may be making things production rough, right? This may be making production rough in some way. Right back to center. Interesting. For some, we need to come back to center on what we've been, ew, I just spit everywhere. Sorry, guys. What we've been investing in. Who have we been working with? Because something hasn't been working out. The fact that it hasn't been working out, the fact that this went south, the fact that we feel the way we feel, and whatever we're feeling is valid because it's not, we're in a place here where it's not producing. So we have those feelings for a reason here. Clearly something needs to die. World card working against you. The completion of things. The ability to move on. Reaching the goal. I really feel expectations out of this. I feel that you're also maybe putting too much pressure on yourself to carry the entire group. You're a person too, Kat. You're a person too. World card, you have to go all the way through all the majors to get to the very end. That's the lesson. That's the cap off. That's the end of that cycle. So here there's an ending of a cycle, but I feel that this is working against you because there's some lack of acceptance of it, or some form of not noticing it, or being stuck here in something that's taking from you, chipping away from you, or it's old that's still weighing on your shoulders. What if the world card? And maybe you're not seeing here that it's okay if things change. And maybe you're not feeling very stable in the change because you're not watering your own garden. You're not watering yourself. I feel like I'm rambling you guys. Anyway, what of the world card? Again, take these messages as they fit for you. There's some sort of commitment on the table. I really want to highlight that you have commitment to self above all. That keeps coming in here. Queen of Wands in reverse. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. The Queen of Wands reversed. This just came out for Gemini as well. But I want to say it was in there working for them. Here, Queen of Wands in reverse working against you. Now, Queen of Wands is lack of motivation, lack of confidence. Can be gaining frustrations on this. So somebody who can be getting frustrated, maybe over the level of commitments or over the fact that nothing's producing, nothing's rolling the way it's supposed to. Right? Um, gosh, I feel you're not accepting something of yourself as well. Now, this is working in your favor because you always have an opportunity to change this. This is here, Capricorn, this is about this is your self-care. This is you in relation to other people. How do you get and how do you receive what you give back? Who are we associating ourselves with? What groups, what dynamics? Who have we been carrying? And how does it make us feel in the end? Do you feel good about where you've come? this far, carrying everyone else or carrying this old heartbreak? Do you feel good stonewalling on loved ones? Do you feel good about always giving yourself so much to the point where you're just depleted and you have nothing left for yourself? Like you give so much of you, Cap. You know what I mean? How does that all make us feel? Probably not very good, right? So in the end, it almost feels like this is not this is not it anymore. It's not what we want anymore. Maybe at one point, but this is not what we want anymore. Whatever that is for you. Oh, Capricorn, there you are with the devil at the bottom of the deck having in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles reverse, the loss of an opportunity here, a missed opportunity. For some of you, your heart is tied in something that has not happened yet, or you have expectations of wanting to see something so bad, but we're not watering the ground that we're standing on, or we're allowing ourselves to go cold even on ourselves and like just keep trucking along. It's almost like this is not going to get us anywhere. So let's see what you're expected to do here, darling. It, for those of you who this is resonating, right? First of all, please give me a like if you're getting something out of this. Um, I really feel like the ultimate pentacle of this is you and your vibration, how you view your commitments in relation to taking care of yourself, and what production are we receiving out of that, no matter what boat you're sitting in. I really feel like that's ultimately what we're looking at here, darling. We have to allow some things to transform now. And I feel like for a lot of us, it's within us, right? It's within you, Capricorn, but it affects the collective, or we allow the workload and everyone else's collective energies to continuously pile up and just take from us. It's one or the other, is what I'm feeling here. Okay. So, oh my gosh, Capricorn. What's Capricorn supposed to do? What can we do? What can Capricorn do in this situation to navigate better? Um, what's the first step that we got to take here to get into better alignment or better energy? Phew. Seven of Cups with the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Scorpio heavy for me. This is what you can do. The Seven of Cups. I feel don't back yourself into a corner. For some of you, you've maybe gotten into a rut or you've gotten into some form of every moment of every day is taken up by someone or something else. Or every moment of every day is stuck living here in this, hold ourselves in certain status, hold ourselves in a certain accord. Don't let people in. Don't let people know. It's kind of exhausting. It's kind of exhausting. But we can change all that. I also feel like we have to clear up some confusion and maybe imagine a new outcome. Imagine a new way, baby. For rut. For some of you, you've gotten yourself stuck into a little bit of a rut and it doesn't feel good, but we can't get out right now. And we're not speaking about it so it'll change, and we're not changing our thoughts on it, and we're just doing what we got to do. And it's probably because people rely on you. Capricorn, you're incredibly practical, reliable. You're one of the most steadfast. God, who doesn't love a Capricorn who's always there, right? But maybe that's the problem here, baby. Maybe we can imagine something different for ourselves now. And then maybe we can convey that in a loving way to those around us, our loved ones here. I am so being drawn to mental health. That is not where we're ending up. We are going to shuffle, obviously. Let's get advice and further clarification information. But that is something you can do here. I feel, imagine the possibilities of life when you do get time to yourself. You are able to nurture yourself. How much more productive can you be for others? If that's even your goal, right? Imagine here possibilities. of something producing something different, of commitments changing, of expressing what we have to express and doing it in such a way that it's just such a success. And then we're able to bridge some form of gap. People understand us. I'm getting all sorts of things out of that. But there's definitely here cap and acceptance with the death card and the world card. That something is over or something needs to be over. We have facing fears. Couldn't help but notice that. Um, yeah, something needs to transform. I'm yapping. I'm yapping Mick Yappersons. The outcome here is that you might continue to give and give and give because you love. Be there because you love, but there is another way. And it feels like here, imagine another way. And maybe stop backing yourself into a corner with further commitments and further um things. You know what I mean? Okay, okay. Let's give her one of these. One of these. We have irreconcilable differences. I'm getting right off the bat something out of this. With irreconcilable differences, it feels like if you're not telling people how you feel, they're never going to understand you. So of course you're going to have irreconcilable differences or what feels like irreconcilable differences. But perhaps those are not so irreconcilable. You feel me? Maybe we just got to express something. You feel me? Capricorn. Okay. What do we have for Capricorn? We have string of bad luck. Yeah, something does feel like it's just one thing after another, or it just takes and takes and takes, or we give and give and give. Oh, gosh. But I also feel like that's energy that can be changed. Perhaps not easily, because it almost feels like there's a repetition to this also, okay? We have breadwinner. Breadwinner for me is masculine energy. For some of you, oh gosh, I'm being drawn back to those who you might be having issues providing for the children at this time for some reason, but financially, you feel me? For some reason, the economy is shit. That's the reason. You might have some issues providing for the family. You might be having to like pick up extra hours or cover subsidize incomes. Like so you're helping somebody make an income here. Like you got a roommate situation or a spouse kind of thing. And it almost feels like maybe things are becoming more constricted, more constricted, more constricted in some way for some of you. Sword of truth. Sword of truth. Sword of truth cuts. It stings sometimes. It hurts. And maybe this is why you're biting your time or you're holding back. You're biting your tongue, Cap. Because maybe you feel a little pissed off and you're just gonna fly off the handle at someone or at these people. Um, if you let it out. Maybe that's why you're holding it back. But I really honestly feel that that's only one of the many options in how to deliver your truth, darling. As long as you do it lovingly, you really can't go wrong, right? Do it honestly, respectfully, and lovingly. And also, there's another side of how would the person, if you were the person hearing your information, how would you take it, right? Is there a way that we can help deliver the message so that it's not fallen on deaf ears, right? Right, like right off the bat. Overworked and underappreciated. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I feel like is going on here. You are overworked, you are underappreciated, you give and you give and you give. And the truth of the matter is you're holding a heavy heart because of it. And maybe for some of you, you don't even want to acknowledge that. But eventually we can't just continue to live in the confusion because eventually the result that we want to see is not going to come back to us. We're going to have to make a different conclusion. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm a yappy McYapperson, you guys. Full speed ahead. Yeah, you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back. Here, Spirit is saying full speed ahead. You can express this to somebody. You can only take so much. You're a human being. You can't do it alone. You can't go it alone. You can't earn it all alone. You can't, you know, we're becoming maybe even a little bit, we will, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for correcting me. We will, in the future here, Capricorn, if this continues, become very bitter. And that's not worth it, right? That's not worth it. Secret admirer. Ooh, well, I did not expect that. For some of you, this is a very prominent energy, third party energy, right? I still didn't expect that. Um, Causing issues here, but watch what somebody is telling you. If there is a third party, especially, and they're putting ideas in your head or trying to get you to give them something or do something for them all the time, Capricorn, there may be some secret here, hidden motive here as well, that they're trying to coerce you into something. Like compliment you all the time so you leave your boyfriend, girlfriend, that kind of thing. There might be something a little underhanded here. For some, just like straight up happening, and for others, like happening on the back burner. Okay, let's get one more, and we're going to call it here soul level healing. Yeah, I really feel like we do need some soul level healing. We need to come into a truth and honesty. We need to replenish. You need to replenish the garden of self here, love. Replenish the garden of self. Deliver your truth honestly, and then see if there's irreconcilable differences. And I honestly believe like that's just that alone will help to balance things out just a little bit. So where you give a little more time to yourself, a little more nourishment to yourself, and it starts bringing on the soul level healing. We gain more insight. We gain more uh, courage to express ourselves. We have more of that spark, that confidence, that tenacious go-getter energy, right? That's very Capricorn. When Capricorn wants something, Capricorn works until Capricorn gets it. Period. Period. And you're very driven that way. It's beautiful energy. And I think most of us wish we could be just like you on that level, Capricorn. Um, so it's like now all we need to do is set our vibrations or our sights to something a little different. Ending the old, however that looks for you, watering your garden, watering back to self, and then we will be sitting in a better place. We'll be more confident. We'll be more filled, filled. You know what I mean? Our soul will be filled. Your soul will be filled. And then you can take it from there. And I feel like you'll get a much better result in the future doing that. All right, loves. Goodness, that went on forever. I love you guys. I hope it helped. If it did, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you love you guys, I really appreciate you. Until I see you next time, peace, love, and light to you always.